I've decided to do Samba de Benc, Baden Powell and Vinicius de Moraes, one of the nicest songs in the Brazilian repertoire, in my view. It's a very simple song. It's only got 4 chords. It's in the key of D. However, the right hand is a little bit tricky because the song's got a little bounce to it that is not perhaps the easiest. But the left hand is very easy. It's got 4 chords. Some of them one of them is a little bit unusual. I'll talk about it later. So let's start with the song. Yeah? Melhor ser alegre que ser triste, alegria melhor, coisa que existe é assim como a luz no coração. Mas para fazer samba com beleza, preciso bocado de tristeza, preciso bocado de tristeza, senão não se faz samba não. Fazer samba não é contar piada. Quem faz samba assim não é de nada. Bom samba é uma forma de oração. Porque samba tristeza que balança, tristeza tem sempre uma esperança. Tristeza tem sempre uma esperança de dia não ser mais triste, não. Põe pouco de amor, uma cadência. And it goes on like this. So the breakdown, it's very simple. We start with a D chord, but it's a D major 7 chord that moves to a D6. So, and the bass is unusual in that it is the 3rd on the bass, so it's an F sharp on the bass of both chords, both D chords, D major 7th, D6th, and then we go to an E minor 7, simple, followed by an A 7th. So you can see it's nice to vary the rhythm. You can vary it with every cycle. You can virtually do a slightly different rhythm. So it is very simple, and there's only 3 verses actually that are identical. There's no chorus, so it's just a succession of 3 verses with exactly these 4 chords that cycle through. However, you can actually, there is a slight variant, not to the first chord. So the first 2 chords, I think they're nice. I've tried different versions, and this is really the nicest, I think. However, when you get to the E minor 7th, followed by the A 7th, you can play it differently. You can play that sequence like this. So, okay, which gives a slightly different flavor. Because you've got different voicings to the same chords. So let's try. And that's it. So good luck. I forgot to say that when you play the D chords, D major 7th followed by the D6, you don't play the top, the E string. So really this song, I play it entirely without touching the E string, even though I could play the last two chords, you know, the E minor 7th and the A 7th. I could easily play the E, but I think it's got a different flavor without that top E. So because there's that melody that's going on. I like the song so much that I've actually recorded two versions of it on YouTube. If you look at my name and check Samba de Benc, so William Saad Samba de Benc, you will find two versions. I think the second one, the new one, I called it new, is nicer than the first one. And I use drums on both actually. I use a great app called Drum Perfect Plus, which has a lot of Brazilian rhythms, which I use a lot actually with the playing. Good luck.